All right, so without further ado, we are going to react to the new Skyebrows video, No Fox Given. Uh, I'm doing this reaction quite early, like literally the day after, because I know that if I go into the VC, people are probably going to be talking about this, so I might as well actually like watch this so that I don't have, so there's no spoilers by the time I actually like interact with people, right? I have already seen a couple spoilers just from people's videos, reactions to this popping into my feed. Like I know, for example, Keyvox is in this video. Because I literally saw his the thumbnail to his reaction to this video. So yeah, there's that. Let's see what we can get here. This does seem to be a bit of a shit post, but I think that it may be nines at the like I think that might be nines in this video and on the thumbnail, to be perfectly honest. Now I have quite enjoyed seeing nines do the whole judge them by the fruits that they bear type analysis, where she sees just how awful, genuinely awful anti-AI artists and anti-AI crowds tend to treat people just for playing around with toys, right? Even if they're just like, oh, this is play, this is not really art. And doubling down on the AI thing. So it's like, yeah, fair enough, right? The anti-AI people are actually helping the AI movement, funny enough. So let's see what we got here. Given it's No Fox Given, I have a couple people I suspect are going to be in this video. I mean, obviously, I expect Smug Alana, right? Mizuki-chan is probably going to be in here. Underworld Fox VT probably is going to be in here, to be perfectly honest. At least I would think so. Let's see. Kirsha almost definitely is going to be in here. Possibly Fillion, right? No Fox Given, right? All of them are Fox girls. So let's see what we're going to do. So we're going to go in here and we're going to try to, again, do a analysis of the visuals. And I love this shot, by the way. It's like an eye, you can see it's almost like someone's eyes are opening up based on the oval lens here and the black outline. It's not as, but yeah. You get the almost like the halo effect based off of the I forget what it's called. I don't think it's an atrium, but it's like the classic architecture, and like especially in a dome building like right here that we see with the pillars and the circular design at the top. It's almost as in like they're in a domed structure. So it's like for the light of heaven to to shine through. So it's like almost got like a little halo on top of the fox design there. And yes, fluffy tail. But if you're gonna have a tail for like a squirrel or a cat character, make the tail fluffy, damn it, right? So yeah, without further ado, let's turn up all the way. Let's see what we got here. Hold on. Skybros also puts the lyrics into the thing, so I'm gonna put this here. Oh, it's got a dreamlike, there's a dreamlike effect in here, actually. Hold on. Yeah, nothing has except for the fox in the center, nothing really has a sharp defined form. Everything kind of bleeds together like in a dream. Yeah, you can see it all decomposing immediately. Oh yeah, and they were in a dome-shaped structure. We got the six-tailed fox. Hold on there. This looks like someone I've seen before. Interesting. Not entirely sure, to be perfectly honest, who specifically this might be. Hold on. Crazy bastard, drive it in reverse. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's nines. Yeah, Smugglana fucking immediately, right?
Racking up schmeats like a furry messiah.
There's Kirsha.
Slide your pride aside, my mission. Base departments and below.
Wait, hold on. I don't think that's her. Let me double check something. I don't think that's her, but give me one moment. If this damn internet connection will actually work. Here we go. Okay, it does not seem to be who I thought it was. Oh well, I have no idea who this is.
Proposition, nonsense without
There's Mizuki, yeah?
Textual, a flaming paradox, a spec.
Ah, hold on, is that Ember? Yeah, I suspect that that's Ember.
Like intellectual over tech.
Okay, I'm glad this guy's back on X, but yeah, that was almost certainly fucking Ember Paradox, and yeah, absolutely bonk the man. I'm just saying, stop being horny.
But we want to keep it respect.
Ooh, Kitsune, yes.
No box given. I lit the flame I was given.
Oh, there's Lee Fufu. That was an accidental, but not unappreciated pause.
What does the fox say? Truth, yip, yap, nothing fake. Okay.
Okay, that's Jayla, I'm pretty sure.
Simple symbiosis, yeah, you know.
Again, the three fox girls we all know.
No way. Fuzzy tail a day from your Kitsune. Quangalang like.
Yeah. Okay, there's Leaflet.
Oh, but they're all no show. Though.
Oh, that's actually really cool. Hold on.
Quangalang like.
I'm gonna turn the captions off. I don't know why I put them on immediately. But that's a reference to the art piece that he was making a reference to in the fucking the Pippa video. But yeah, you got the faceless masses beneath, right? The literal NPCs.
But they're all
Fucking like not even a direct hit, just fucking exposed by just proximity to the Quango beam, right?
no show. Though half them yaps make you stop like.
I appreciate the shot. There's the Nux Taku, right? We're waiting for the blue Jew to appear. Okay, there's a face I didn't expect to see in this. I'm pretty sure that's Bloodrunks, who has been archiving a lot of the Blue Jews Tanakh readings, right?
Coming for my jugular.
There's Powder.
'Cause I'm just a little jugular. Purity spiral diced into division. Nope.
I'm not even listening to the lyrics per se right now, but I can already say that just from some of the lines that have popped up, I'm gonna have a lot to say about this. Into the yeah, and I guess like I heard purity spiral, so yeah, we see the spiral, right? It actually kind of reminds me of the grooving in like a firearms barrel, to be perfectly honest.
Cap cuts a clean incision.
Or actually, because they also have like the segmented pieces here, almost like interesting. It's almost like a stairway or like film reel.
Snowflakey tears for a living. You know it's no fox given.
It's a really cute Smugglana.
Can't help but speak with precision. 'Cause the derision keeps me driven.
That's a really pretty Kirsha.
A fox given. No more shame, nothing hidden. Ring ding ding, what does the fox say? Oh my god, spicy take. Okay, simple senpai.
I could have sworn that like the darker I could have sworn that the darker fox girl might have been Venatrix, but I don't think that's Venatrix. I thought so originally, but looking at her model now, I don't really I don't really see that being the case, to be perfectly honest. Hold on, let me look at a couple more of these. Yeah, okay, yeah, I don't think that's Venatrix. Oh well. Uganda Knuckles.
Get more bass each passing day. Quang-a-lang like bro.
Total Zuckerberg defeat. You got Super-Musk.
They're all no show. Though half them yaps make you stop like whoa.
Yeah, that one. I thought that one might have been Venatrix, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know who this is. Someone let me know in the comments who this is. Yeah, you got the Ghibli horde in the background, right? From the Great Zucker War. Sam Altman just devastated.
It's not who you are,
There we go. There's Kivox.
but what you do. All that really matters is that you heard the fox.
Is Silas a fox boy? Is he? I don't know. Is he? I genuinely don't know.
The shoe fits and girls fits your way.
The shoe on head, without a shoe on our head, but we got the shoes and the American flag, just in case we don't know, right?
They're counting you. The people are much weaker when they're split in two.
There's Underworld Fox VT.
Lend your voice to what it must defend. Cause truth don't bend like a passing train.
You got the cream, like in Cream of the Slop, right? The cream of the crop here, right?
In some type of way you feel, I appeal with the real.
Those, I don't know flowers very well, but I think I see a sliced kiwi.
Spiel's been stamped by the common seal. No fox given.
Yeah, there's Feeble Mind.
It's not a hard.
Oh, he got the literal seal of approval. Damn it.
The real spiel's been stamped by the common seal. No fox given.
Yeah, the literal seal of approval, and he's in his seal form. He just needs his powder Dakimakura.
It's not a hard decision. Ring ding ding. What does the fox say? Munya business foxu.
They said it. They said Munya.
Don't play simple symbiosis. Yeah, you know the way.
Wait, did they say symbiosis? I don't know. This. Hold on. I think I heard a pun in there. Yeah, they did say symbiosis. Okay.
Fuzzy Tailor keeps the cray at bay.
Who is this? This is like actually really lovely design.
Quang-a-lang like bro, but they're all no show. Though half them yaps make you stop like whoa. Shake those tails in the air like a
This is Asmongold. I do like the little thing that he does sometimes with like the facial, like the lens distortion for like a zoom in on Asmongold's face. Like, I remember the one from was it Joe? I think it was it the Elon's Musk one where you saw the distortion of him looking at the roach on the can, right?
don't care, loud and proud and going nowhere. Just when you feel you're falling behind, what the fuck
Oh, I have no idea who that is.
unlocks is a fabulous find.
Again, there's Kitsune. Okay. Apparently Kitsune in a very cold room.
So just taste what's real in life. If the truth cuts deep, that's the price of the knife. Stand tall, grind sharp, full pie.
Oh, who is this? I don't know if this is an OC or if this is a... I actually really like the perspective shot in here. I have no idea who this is.
Iron spine, no hurt in the fog, bright side, clear mind.
No cat girls in this space battle. Now it's time for the fox girls to enter. It's fucking shady fans.
No fox given. Keep it real and never fibbing. Ring ding ding, what does the fox say? Little man hungry, run and stream today.
That's a really cute fucking reference right there. The baby time with the Silas Frostrunner streams. Yeah, those are really cute when the little man does the interruptions, right? The viewer favorite moments, to be perfectly honest, right?
Simple symbiosis, yeah, you know the way. Serve it every day, the media fillet. Quang-a-lang like bro, but they're all no show. Though half them yaps make you stop like.
And there's the man himself, right? Oh, hold on. I'm pretty sure this is a Electra reference. Again, one of his older creations, which I found out about in the last reaction I did to him.
Gotta give for the grift. Love the subs and the lift. Rolling re-sheeple, stacking those slow like prim and proper. Scripts out of control. It's vertically divided, that's fine. Redefine. Using your mind doesn't make
line, slip the high from the edge.
He's overclocking the expensive RAM here, right?
Back from the ledge, cancel.
Oh my god. That's Pippa fighting Hassan as 5th gear Luffy. That's fucking funny as shit.
Now we're flying full-fledged. No fox given. You know.
And of course, she wins because Pippa styling on Hassan will never not be funny as hell, to be perfectly honest. Right? Oh my god. Everyone's, well, not least favorite. There are definitely worse people out there in this regard, but it is absolutely... I am waiting for the downfall of Twitch's favorite terrorist supporter.
We got the golden ribbon. Ring, ding, ding, what does the fox say? Lines are all 9. Sit and watch me slay. Simple symbiosis, yeah.
You know what? If I wasn't convinced that was 9s before based on the model, I'm pretty sure that is 9s. What is with the pineapple and the pizza? Does she eat pineapple on pizza? I mean, if she does, it's not a bad decision. Like, pineapple on pizza is really sweet, right?
No way. Fuzzy killer day sweeps decay away. Quanga line like bro, but they're all no show. Though half them yaps make you stop like.
Okay, I'm starting to think that the brown fox girl actually is supposed to be Venetrix, because Venetrix did do a reaction to Skybros. In fact, came back because of Cream of the Slop. So I don't really imagine that she would be left out of the Fox Girl video, assuming she's a... Oh, wait, no, that's... Okay, maybe that's not her, because I'm looking at her thing right here. She's a wolf girl, not a fox girl. My bad. Okay, so I'm hyper-fixating on the wrong category of thing. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe not. Was that a fennec fox? Those are some huge ears. Yeah, right. Is she a fennec fox? Because those are some huge ears. Also, I really like the branching recursive fractal pattern here. Okay, so I'm terrible at dance choreography, so we're not going to do dance choreography in commentary, right? Someone else can do that. So let's go back here and let's look at the lyrics now. Think he has a type? I think he might like the large hips.
Like a furry messiah.
Interesting. Electric like Kaya, and I bring up the papaya. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's another Kirsha reference, unless I'm mixing up someone else. Wrecking up Schmeats like a furry messiah. I mean, that's just the rhyme.
Slide your pride aside, my mission. Base department, simply love proposition.
Slide your pride aside, my mission. Base department, simply love my proposition. I mean, to be fair, a lot of these, that's a really pretty background, by the way. And actually, hold on. Those are actually some decently well-drawn feet, not gonna lie. Okay, so, where are we now? Simply love proposition. Slide your pride aside, my mission. Base department. So base department is almost certainly, you know, that's the classic meme, right? Simply love proposition. What is simply love proposition? Is that just like we just all love Fox Girls, which I mean is true. There's a reason Fox Girls are so popular, right? Slide your pride aside, my mission. Base department, simply love proposition. I'm gonna have to possibly think about that line for a bit.
Nonsense without contextual, a flaming paradox, a spectacle.
Well, if you didn't know who that was, it's in the lyrics. I just didn't hear it the first time. Nonsense without contextual. So it's like obviously, like, it doesn't make any sense if you take it out of context, which is basically the same with everything, right? And nothing makes sense outside of context.
Like intellectual over sexual.
Sorry, I find that so funny. To the horny jail for you, right? So, a flaming paradox, a spectacle. Like intellectual, overt sexual, but we want to keep it respect. Yeah, so like again, bonk. There's also the whole the whole degen controversy with Goonergate, or there's like the first controversy of the Skybros Discord channel, right? It's like, what should we allow not safe for work in a channel on the main group, or should that be relegated to like other people's groups? Yeah, we want to keep it respectable in the main community, right?
Sexual, but we want to keep it respectable. No fox given. I lit the flame.
No fox given is a really funny pun, obviously, because it's. I don't think anyone really needs this part explained, right? It's obviously a pun on no fucks given, but no fox given is also really ironic because it's like how many foxes were given in this particular situation, right? And honestly, it's like when people say no fucks given, how many times is it that they actually do give, they actually do give a fuck, right? But yeah, let's see. I lit the flame I was given.
I was given ring ding ding. What does the fox say?
I mean, obviously the classic song. Well, it's not classic. It was very annoying during the meme time. What does the fox say?
Yip yap, nothing fake. Okay, simple symbiosis. Yeah, you know the way.
Again, do you know the way? Do you know the way? Right back with the Ugandan Knuckles meme. Truthy yip yap, nothing fake. Okay, so yeah, especially with these three, right? These three are kind of notorious for not having, well, not so much the middle one, because the middle one lives in a, lives in Brazil, where she actually has to worry about the things she says. But, through implication, you can see what she's trying to say, right? All three of these definitely have the whole, they're not, they're not putting on a show. They actually mean what they say, right? They're genuine people. That's why people actually like watching them, right? So simple symbiosis. So here we have a portmanteau between simp. Oh my god. Which is, yeah, I think we all know what a simp is, right? And then symbiosis. So you put the two together, you get the symbiosis to combine the two into a joint meaning. So it's, I guess this is a remark on parasociality, I would assume. But a yip yap is actually really interesting because the sound that foxes make is often called a yip. So then, like, all three of these are also known to be yappers. So like women who just talk and talk and talk, right? Which is fine because because people actually care about what they have to say, right? So yip yap, it's an interesting again portmanteau between the or compound uniting the sound a fox makes versus the sound a woman makes when she won't shut the fuck up, right? Which is fine because I actually like listening to all three of these women.
Away, fuzzy tail a day from your Kitsune. Quangalang like bro.
So that's actually a nice rhyme. Day and Kitsune is not a rhyme I would have ever come up with, so that's actually really clever, right? Yeah, as I said, it's like fuzzy tails, poofy fuzzy tails are absolutely peak if you're gonna give like a fox girl or like a squirrel girl design, right? I'm just saying, if the tail isn't fuzzy, it might as well be a monkey tail or like a rat tail or something like that, right? Just, oh my god. Quangalang, like bro. Obviously, Quangalang is riffing off of Quango, and the bros, and again, no one likes Quangos, right? Stop behaving like a fucking Quango, people, right?
Oh, but they're all no show. Though half them yaps make you stop like. Whoa.
I'm gonna have to revisit this entire sequence.
Day from your Kitsune. Quangalang like bro, but they're all no show. Though half them yaps make you stop.
They're all no show, though half dem yaps make you stop like, whoa. Yeah. I I actually didn't see Fillion in here at all. That's actually kind of interesting. I'm wondering why that is. But as far as my brain just stopped. Oh yeah, but yeah, especially with Kirsha, definitely. It's like, Kirsha, what the fuck are you on about, right? Just like some of those fucking tangents, man. But yeah, it's like every single one of these Fox girls, there's definitely one of them yaps where it's like you definitely stop, like, whoa, is it like, what, Jesse, what the fuck are you on about, right? And also the whole the whoa here is definitely a visual pun.
No show, though half them yaps make you stop like.
What the shot under the whoa, right? Absolutely necessary for the plot here. Okay, that's why they put this scene here. Okay, this is to continue on the whoa. And to be fair, this has to have been a remarkably difficult shot to actually get, to be perfectly honest. I have been learning a little bit about AI prompting because I've been looking at the prompt guides in the Skybro Discord, and it is kind of interesting. It's like if you're having troubles with a particular aspect in the generation, you front that so that there's a higher priority in for the AI in the video generation concern. But also it's very sensitive to like how you word things and what specific words you use, right? Because different words are weighted different ways to different outputs, or even the same output. If they're synonyms, they're still weighted differently. So it's like the way is like not just the tools you use, but the way that you have to structure the spell to, again, reduce chaos into order is really necessary. And do not, for the love of God, use negatives, because the AI has a remarkably difficult time apparently with negatives. So if you can figure out how to get it to exclude something without telling it to exclude something, it'll help you with the generation.
Now they're coming for my jugular, 'cause I'm just a little jugular.
Okay, I really like that pun. They're coming for my jugular. So like they're going for the throat. They're coming to kill me, right? 'Cause I'm just a little chudular. The fucking woke chud list out there now, which I'm still not on, damn it. Right? I'm still not on the woke chud list. There's a lot of red, white, and blue with these spirals too. Don't think I haven't noticed that, right? USA, right? Purity spiral, which is again why we have the spiral here, right? Diced into division.
Purity spiral diced into division. No cap cuts or clean incisions.
Okay, yeah, so that was exactly where I thought it was going. So, diced into division, obviously, like to dice something is to... Actually, hold on, let me look this up. Because dicing something is a type of cut. But let me make sure that I have a... Because I don't really cook. Let me make sure that I have a good understanding as to what specifically it means to dice something. Small cube... Okay, that's... poker dice is the first fucking thing. Let's see. To cut into small cubes. Okay, so that is what I thought it was. Yeah, okay. So to cut into small cubes, that was correct. No cap cuts a clean incision. So there's a lot of cutting verbiage here. Dice, cut, incision, right? Again, to cut into something. It's a clean incision. And no cap, Zoomer speak for, true, like no lie, right? He speaks the true, no cap, cuts a clean incision. So the true words, right? The true statements, cut, make a deep, clean cut.
No flaky tears for
And yeah, there's the snowflakes on when they mention snowflakey, right?
a living. You know it's no fox given. Can't
Oh, it's snowflakes in the ice form of Smugglana as well. Fair enough.
help but speak with precision. 'Cause the derision keeps me driven. No fox given.
Okay, I love this fucking, I love quite a bit of this song. The lyricism is definitely, oh, and she's driving in the cream. I must see. Now I have to know who this is, to be perfectly honest, right? Okay. Snowflakey, tears for a living. So obviously, like, so there's a couple things here, right? So snowflake is obviously what we used to and still do sometimes insult people in the woke community because they're so desperate to be unique individuals, special snowflakes, but in the cost of being, you know, these uniquely intersectional individuals, right? It's like, oh yeah, I'm the intersection point, like in all of these different individual identity boxes at the same time, right? No one's like me, even though everyone shoots for basically the exact, for more or less the exact same list of, you know, identity brownie points, right? So they all want to be a snowflake, but they're also quite flaky, and you see that especially with V-tweeters all the fucking time, right? I'm more of a VTuber than half of these fucking V-tweeters, and I don't even have a VTubing model. I have a PNG model, right? So like all these people who are like, oh yeah, we got to debut way into the future, and then they don't actually do anything. Even on Voop Chat, they don't even fucking do anything, right? Not to say that Voop Chat doesn't do anything. I'm saying these V-tweeters don't do anything even on Foop Chat to like be a VTuber. So it's like you got these people who just they have a Twitter account, they may have paid for a model and then never fucking use it. So again, they're flaky. So snowflakey, tears for a living.
Tears for a living. You know it's no fox given.
Yeah, you know it's no fox given, as in like we don't really give a shit. Cry harder, snowflake. That's the thing. The issue with being a special snowflake is that snowflakes aren't just beautiful on, you know, they may be beautiful on the surface level inspection, but they're also extremely fragile. They break easy, right? And they also melt under very little heat, under very little pressure. So you don't necessarily want to be a snowflake, right? Even if, hypothetically speaking, we gave them the, we just gave them for the sake of conversation, that... you know, there's a beauty in the uniqueness, right? Let's assume that the uniqueness is real, right? What is the point of that beauty if it just melts easy under very little heat and pressure, right? If it's fragile and is prone to snap under almost no pressure at all, right? So you know it's no fox given. Can't help but speak with precision. Yeah, you know, I keep saying this. Now, I myself, I try to use certain words in very precise ways. Even though I'm not a fox, right? So I'm just talking about this. I would suggest, though, that when you're speaking, especially on certain topics, you should be precise in the way you speak because, again, the snowflakes around her are going to try to take you out of context. So the more precisely you speak, the less you can be taken out of context in a way that's not immediately demonstrable as, you know, disingenuous. Not that they would listen to anyone at all anyway if it turns out that they are being disingenuous, right? Because let's be fair, the leftist is not a very honest person in general, because with certain exceptions, like Shoe-on-Head we saw earlier, everyone's favorite leftist on this group, right? Like, because Shoe-on-Head actually has integrity. But I also don't think she really thinks in a dialectical fashion in general. If anything, she is a right Hegelian, not a left Hegelian. And while I'm not a big fan of Hegelians, at least at least the right Hegelian, who believes we've solved all the contradictions and just need to move forward with the solution, doesn't, you know, devolve into the perpetual, you know, collapse of deconstructionism, which is the issue with left Hegelian and with left Hegelianism, because that's where it necessarily leads. And fun fact, not related to the video at all, but I remember talking in conversation. It's like, oh yeah, as bad as the pure deconstructionism and like queer theory nonsense actually is, I can tell you right now, I'm pretty sure I know exactly where they're going to move when they finally hit that brick wall. That is reality. And they're going to move the same way the Communist Party did with in China, to introduce markets back under communist ideology. And, you know, that was Deng Xiaoping theory, the whole thing of it doesn't matter if it's black or white so much as it catches mice. As in, it doesn't really matter whether it has the appearance, what the appearance is, so long as it moves the dialectic forward. I can already tell you right now that when queer theory finally really hits that wall and they realize that they can't really do the pure idealism thing, the pure, oh yeah, you're a, you know, disconnection between the body and the mind or soul, because it's really what they're talking about. They're going to basically do the same thing, again, the CCP did with markets, where they're going to reintroduce markets under the control of the communist agenda. It's like, oh yeah, they're going to reintroduce bioessentialism, but now reframed under a queer theoretic lens. So to make it work for, try to make reality work for the dialectical project. And that's going to be, if you think it's bad now with some of the stuff that they talk about, like in drag pedagogy, if you've ever read that article, you know exactly what line I'm probably thinking of towards the end about, again, the glitter and the carpet that'll never come out. Yeah, horrifying stuff in that particular work, right? It's going to get worse. But anyway, so again, sorry, tangent aside, can't help but speak with precision.
Can't help but speak with precision, cause the derision keeps me driven.
Cause the derision keeps me driven. Monetize your haters. Chat, if you're gonna make stuff, monetize your haters. Take the Eric July route, right? Make money off of the people who hate you and want to see you dead, right? Just like let their hatred flow through you as motivation, right? Just, oh my god. And yes, Kirsha is very obviously, oh yeah, and she's surrounded by cream as well. Again, cream of the crop, right? It's very fitting that Kirsha is, oh my god, there's also the pineapple imagery here, and there's a cherry. There's a couple cherries here because it's cherry on top, right? Okay, yeah, there's a lot of visual puns in here. I don't know what the tomatoes are supposed to be in this. Is there a symbolic importance for tomatoes that I just don't know? I don't know. But this does look like a delicious landscape, to be perfectly honest, right? It kind of reminds me of like those food levels in video games, to be perfectly honest, right? Where it's like, damn, the devs must have been hungry when they did this, right? But yeah, Kirsha is definitely the perfect person to have put in this particular situation, because as much as like Smug Alana likes to clown on her haters, and as much as like Kitsune likes to clown on people, no one really clowns as hard on their haters as Kirsha. Kirsha keeps receipts longer than the fucking IRS. Right? Holy shit. Right? Like if you like catch her ire, oh my god, she's gonna come with the receipts. And I'm like, yes, that's exactly how you should be. It's hard to keep receipts, obviously, right? Let's be fair. But I do love seeing her just like fucking hit back at people when it's like, oh, I have the receipts to show who's the actual fucking bad actor in this situation. Yeah, fair enough, right? It's what they should have. It's oh my god, I'm thinking about Cinder and the whole receipt situation, how Cinder actually came with all the receipts, including the receipts that made her look bad, right? And it's like, I believe this person more than I believe anyone else in this situation, very specifically because of the principle of embarrassment. She's admitting to shit that would make her look really bad. She knows would make her look very bad, and you don't usually admit shit like that unless you're actually trying to be honest, right? Unless you're actually trying to show that you're actually having some degree of integrity, right? Not to mention that she also straight up confirms a number of things that were alleged, but she adds contexts that actually everyone else left behind. So who's being more honest here, right? The one who's adding context and admitting to their faults, or the one who's, you know, keeping certain things that make themselves look bad out of the whole conversation? Anyway, sorry. The Cinder situation I will never let down, because that was fucking absolutely unjustified. There was no reason to go for reputation destruction when nothing in that particular situation warranted it. Sorry.
No thoughts given, no more.
Who is this? I want to know who this is. There has to have been a reason that they put them in this spiffy car. I don't know anything about like car models. I'm not a car nerd. That's not my autistic fixation. So someone tell me what car this is supposed to be. But this has to be an important person for her to be put in this particular thing. They have to have caught Skybrow's eye for a reason.
Ain't nothing hidden. Ring ding ding. What does the fox say? Oh my god, spicy take. Okay.
That was a actually really cute face, by the way.
Ring ding ding. What does the fox say? Oh my god, spicy.
Yeah, just that's a like that. Some of these models are definitely like more towards the beautiful like aspect, and then some of them are definitely more towards the cuter side. And they seem to alternate between like which one they are in the particular scene. And then obviously you got the sex appeal, right? For some of the scenes, right? So it's like interesting that you see them very clearly delineated in some of these sequences. Okay, so let's see. Sorry, I was stuck on the visuals. I forgot to look at. We were looking at the lyrics.
Because the derision keeps me driven. No fox given, no more shame, nothing hidden.
So no fox given, no more shame, nothing hidden.
Ring ding ding, what does the fox say? Oh,
So yeah, so no shame, nothing hidden. It's like, again, we're not gonna like they don't put on a character, right? I mean, obviously they do at times, right? There is a character that they play, but they are also just, again, rather earnest people. That's why people like Kirsche, Mizuki, and that's why people like, although to be fair, Mizuki is probably the most controlled image-wise of all three of these, but it's also a reason why people like Smug Alana, is because they are authentic people. Even when they're acting as a character, they are authentic in like who they are. So nothing hidden. Like, they'll tell you exactly what they think, unless there's some kind of legal ramification to telling you what they think. You know, like Kirsche saying, if I speak, I will glow, right? I know the feeling, Kirsche. I know the feeling, right? Or Mizuki being like, I can't say anything because I live in an authoritarian country, right? Yeah, fair enough. Like, understandable, right?
my God, spicy take. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, spicy take. Okay, it's like, yeah, the take may be a little spicy, but I don't really care. It's my take, right? It's like,
Simple symbiosis, yeah, you know the way. They get more based each passing day.
that's why we love them, right? They get more based each passing day. They're one of us, chat. They're noticers. They're noticing, and you can't do the noticing thing, because if you notice, you're a bad guy, right? If you notice if you notice the recurring patterns, then something's wrong with you, right? No, our brain is designed to notice patterns, and sometimes it doesn't notice the correct patterns, and sometimes it notices patterns that just don't exist. You know, we have the whole thing of pareidolia for a reason. But, you know, sometimes the patterns we notice are real patterns, and we may not understand why the pattern is there, but we see the pattern, and we should be asking, what is the meaning of this pattern? Why does the pattern exist, right? And sometimes the explanation is unsatisfying, but sometimes the explanation is like, that does make actually a lot of sense. So, Quang-a-lang, I do love how like the so many British people are like, Quango's not a slur, and America's like, we have made it a slur, damn it. It is ours, right? Shut up, Quango, right? Quango, like bro. He spelled bro differently in this one. Interesting. I wonder if there's a difference in this. Hold on, let me check something. Is that a difference? Is that difference in spelling meaningful? Okay, let me put this down here. Let me go back to the. This looks like a okay, well, I mistyped that, so that doesn't help me. Okay, something did pop up. Let's see. Oh, it's just an alternative spelling. So it's just a more informal version of bro. Okay, yeah. With the 2 exclamation points this time, right? A little bit more emphasis. And I like that he's doing the thing where he's putting the comma inside the quotation marks where they're supposed to be. Sorry. But they're all no-show. Though half dem yaps make you stop like, whoa. It's like, again, the Quangos, the V-tweeters, the fucking... they don't actually show up, right? They don't actually do anything. Their whole identity is fucking complaining. Whereas, again, our based fox girls, right? Half them yaps make you stop like, whoa. It's like, again, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Or, hold on. She speaks the true. There's different things that can mean that whoa can mean, right? And I think that's intentional. That's why it's so vague. Wrong window. Just fucking blowing up the Zuckerberg, right? all the NPCs that still use Facebook. Yeah, again, they get more based each passing day. I'm starting to notice something about some of these models. I'm just saying this is the second time this seems to have been done in a very cold room.
Quang-a-lang like bro, but they're all no show.
Yeah, I mean, they're all no shows, and then you have Super-Musk smiling, right? You can't stop the signal. You can't, like, especially if you're not going to even show up to the conversation, right? If you're not even going to show up to do your own part of your Gramscian, like, project of cultural production, then it leaves the cultural production to the base department, right? To the people who are like, yeah, nah, we're just going to say it, right?
Though half them yaps make you stop like,
It's not who you are, but what you do.
I'm curious as to why Keybox is the one in this particular shot, because this is a beautiful scene, to be perfectly honest. I also like the chemtrails, right, in the background as the plane hovers over, flies overhead. Like, this is, I can't really tell the colors thing. I'm gonna guess this is like a lot of oranges, to be fair. But let's see, it's not who you are. Wait, there's two R's in here.
like,
It's not who you are, but what you do. All that
Oh, okay. So I think I see what happens here. I think that little reverb sound was done by putting R in there twice, right? Yeah, because you could hear it in the R if you listen to it.
It's not who you are, but what.
Yeah, that little bounce, I think, may have been done by putting R in there twice. So the AI, like, smashes them together. That's actually really clever if that's the case.
You do, all that really matters is that you heard the fox.
I mean, to be fair, if we're talking based VTubers as well, Keyvox, I haven't really talked to Keyvox all that often, so I'm not too sure about him. But Silas is definitely based. Silas is definitely not at all in the communist snare, right? I've talked to the guy before. Oh my god, yeah, fair enough. I've also talked to his brother before, you know, the AI Trump guy, right? And it is just so funny that Silas is like, Silas is like a fucking New Hampshire libertarian in spirit, right? Just because you're a libertarian doesn't mean you have to lay down and take it, kind of deal, right? Because his brother is a theocrat, like an actual monarcho-theocrat, and apparently he has to tell Silas, you know, the Hoppian libertarian, to calm the fuck down sometimes, which is a really funny but not all that unexpected thing that happens sometimes, right? Where the person you would think would be more extreme just based off the description has to tell the person you might think would be a little less extreme to calm down. Happens more often than you think, right? But I'm also curious as to what the naval ship here is for. Like, on the battleship, I'm not entirely sure. There's probably some lore reason behind that, but oh my god, I just realized something too.
It's not who you.
Hold on. This one ascending into the
half them yaps make you stop like,
yeah, just, I don't know who this is, but like the ascending imagery in like association with the cream and the fire is definitely fascinating to me. Like this is all very clearly like semiotic. Ascending into the light, right?
It's not who you are, but what you do.
Again, I don't think I've ever actually talked to Keyvox in any substantial like degree, so I don't really know what it is per se that got him put here. But from what little I do know about the guy, he does seem to be, again, another, like the rest of us, right, an anti-communist person, more of a actually genuinely individualist person, again, right? It's like you're judged by who, what you actually do. You are what you do, kind of deal, right? The old virtue ethicist view on the content of a man's soul, right? So it's not who you are, but what you do. Again, I just yapped my way into thinking about. I just yapped my way into making my final thoughts on this particular line. So it literally is just the whole thing with content creation, right? It is the whole thing with ethics in general too. It's like, again, virtue ethics. It's not who you are, but what you do, right? No one gives a shit about like all these non-essential elements, right? You happen to be like, again, trans, black. You happen to be gay, even though like, you know, trans and gay, you know, the trans is acidic to the gay, right? just saying. No one really gives a shit about that. You're a woman, no one cares. What we care about is what you do. As an entertainer, are you entertaining? As a person, are you a virtuous person, right? Not in appearance, but in what you actually do, not what you say, right? So... yeah, you know what? Fair enough. This does seem to be, from what little I know about the guy, the kind of disposition he seems to have. It's not who you are, but what you do, right? We don't really care about your accidents. We care about who you are in, like, again, in your soul. So, both as a person and as a content creator, because it's going to show in your content creation. All that really matters is you heard the foxu. Okay, fair enough.
All that really matters is that you heard the foxu.
Rhyme schemes in English are kind of odd, right? The
shoe fits and girls fits your wear, counting you. The people are much weaker when they're split in two.
Okay, yep, you know what? Fair enough. Again, this all goes back to a lot of these songs the Skyebrows puts out. I really like them because there's a lot more hidden underneath a cursory reading of both the video and the lyrics.
Foxu,
the shoe fits and girl spits. Yeah, we're counting you. Let's see. The people are much weaker when they're split into two. This is a really good line to put under Shoe on Head, because although Shoe on Head is a socialist, to be fair, she is definitely on the extremely lighter side of socialism. She's actually definitely more of like the again, socialist. That one shoe was ripped to shreds. But where was I? Oh yeah. Even though she is a socialist, she's also pro-America, right? Which is definitely an odd dialectical movement, but the dialect does this kind of stuff all the time, where it synthesizes two opposites, right? The Marxist has a deep-seated hatred of America because America is a propositional nation, right? The proposition upon which America is founded is deeply anti-Marxian to its core. So that's the reason why, again, and funny enough, I did a whole video on identity in the of the like how the Marxists want to destroy the American Indian identity, just as they want to destroy the white American identity and the black American identity. And I actually have a video set up for me to, again, talk about specifically how the Marxists put much work into destroying the black American identity and the consequences that had. But because I found a documentary for salesmen that kind of disproves that kind of disproves a lot of the claims that the Marxists want to make. But anyway, actually, this is also kind of interesting because obviously it's the American flag, right? But it's also funny enough because anyone might have noticed that, like, ever since the Twitter for Japan and the United States got merged, there's been a lot of friendships that have been like developing between Japanese Twitter and the like just normal American Twitter, not the woke Twitter, because wokies hate Japan. But that's kind of interesting because the Japanese flag is the red sun with the red rays of light streaming out with the white background, right? And you can see that right here. You see the sun behind Shoe on Head of all things with the the rays of light represented by the red streaming outwards, and then the stars in the background. So it's almost like a hybrid between the American and it's almost hearkening to the American-Japanese newfound friendship ever since Donald Trump lifted the spell over the Japanese, but make it a Pearl Harbor joke, right? It's showing no hard feelings, right? We can move on from this shit. I gotta do an episode on the spell that the Japanese were on. It's actually kind of fascinating because, again, you think that it's hard. You think that shit like this with the spell casting happens in the United States. It's a lot more dangerous and subtle in Japan sometimes. And for the Japanese, and I'm glad that spell has finally been lifted. Right, they should not have been living under that spell in the first place. But yeah, like, again, the people are much weaker when they're split into two, which is the exact point Shoe on Head has been making, is that there are very malevolent powers that are seeking to divide the American people so that they can engage in this class conflict and distract from the actual real issues that they have, such as the fact that they're being ruled over people who believe in a class conflict, and therefore, since they believe in class conflict, want to actually promote class conflict. I don't think people understand this, but like, if you believe there's a gender conflict, you will be motivated to participate in the gender conflict, and therefore you will cause the gender conflict. Same thing happens with the class conflict. If you believe that there's an economic class conflict and you're on one side of the class, then you're on one side of the conflict in your mind. You're going to inevitably act in a way that promotes class conflict because you already believe you're in that conflict in the first place. And it goes with all of these polylogistic worldviews. CRT, why does it sow racial division? Because they already believe in racial class conflict. So they're going to participate in the racial class conflict based on how they act, right? And again, with the queer theory and the divide between the heteronormative and the queer, again, they already believe in this class conflict, so they're going to act in such a way because they think this conflict is already going on. Same thing with the trans ideology, right? They're going to go on this they're going to act as if there's a class conflict because they believe there's a class conflict. And it is these people who believe in this class conflict who are motivated in a very twisted way to divide the American people into two different camps that are inevitably going to hurtle into war with each other, because class conflict can only be resolved under class conflict theories through conflict and struggle, which results inevitably in the subjugation of the previously ruling class under the revenge of the previously ruled class. That way, through alchemy, through sublation, through the alchemical process, because this is social alchemy, the two are obliterated and enter into a new classless society. How exactly that works, they never exactly say. They just tell you it's going to happen, and they never give you any real details. But yeah, so this is actually a really good place to put and I hate to say this because there are people who unironically say this, but it is really funny that that they put the, and I quote, "Kami mommy." It is very, very cringe. I don't particularly like that line itself. Like the Kami mommy thing, right? I am more of the Kirsha kill a Kami for mommy. But, that's neither here nor there, right? We found the one good communist, and it happens to be Shoe on Head, right? Just, again, we live in weird times. It turns out living in the funniest timeline has its pros and cons. And the pro of living in the funniest timeline is we have the one good communist. The con of living in the funniest timeline is it's not exactly all that funny because we are the punchline of the funniest timeline. Anyway, so if the shoe fits, wear it, right? The shoe fits, Shoe on Head. The girl spits, again, like spit straight facts, right? Again, it's non-literal language, right? Yeah, we're counting you. Again, so among the base, we're counting the one communist here. So she's our token communist, right? She's our token leftist who actually isn't actually that bad. Let's be perfectly honest, right? I had a lot to say in that line. Holy shit. Oh yeah, and again, like, it bleeds into the United States flag.
It's your way of counting you. The people are much weaker when they're split in two.
I don't know much about what Underworld Fox VT has said, so there's probably a reason for him put in here. And yeah, you have the cathedral, which is fitting because, again, the United States is a propositional nation. I've already talked about how the United States is not one nation, we're many nations united under a single proposition, but that proposition has been attacked specifically by the Marxian informed left and the Hegelian informed right. Because let's be fair, the Hegelianism for the left is Marxism, whereas the Hegelianism for the right is a lot more subtle, and it is destructive to. That's, by the way, one of the reasons why the right can't, the right, which just means anti-Marxist. It doesn't mean anything deeper than that in American politics nowadays, but that's really why the right can't fucking get together, is because they're constantly attacking each other because they don't really have the enlightened idea, instead of just realizing that reality isn't going to conform to any one person's particular desires, that you have to make compromises with reality, right? And that means compromises with people. Yeah, sure, big tentism means no one gets exactly what they want. That's entirely fair. But at the same time, if you don't at least unite for big tentism at first to fight the main enemy, you're not even going to get to the point where you can, then hash out the details later, and then preferably separate yourself into, private societies that actually govern themselves without infringing upon each other. That would be my personal thing. I would like to live in a private society, type society, a la Hans Hermann Hoppe, right? I want these different rightists to be able to actually set up their own individual societies within the United States, and then actually be able to potentially just like live their culture their way, right? But anyway, that's just me.
Lend your voice to what it must defend.
But yeah, the reason I brought up the propositional nation thing is the fact that, like, again, if you look at where they put Underworld Fox VT, they put him in what looks like a old school cathedral, which, again, a creed, right? You could call a propositional nation a creedal nation, right? It's founded upon some fundamental creed. And in the case of the United States, that creed is actually outlined in the preamble of the Declaration of Independence, right? Because you have to ask the question, where did the U.S. get the right to secede from the British Empire, right? Well, because they have to justify it to their own people, right? Because not everyone during the Revolutionary War were separatists. There were loyalists who wanted to stay part of the British Crown. So you have to explain to them why it is you have the authority to leave in the first place. And the ability of man to leave, of the American to leave the British, comes from nature's law and nature's God. What does nature's law and nature's God give man the right to? The right to, and they don't explicitly state this, but this is implied in that preamble, the right to freely associate. Right, the right to associate, with a the right to associate and disassociate. It's that disassociation that the Marxists hate so much, because that allows for exclusion, which means that what's mine stays mine and it never becomes yours. Marxists are the most greedy people you could imagine. But that being said, that again, right to disassociate, to be separate, is the thing that's being currently under attack. So, yeah, ironically enough, there was e pluribus unum, out of many come one, right? That actually was the foundational principle of the United States. Even after the Articles of Confederation were abandoned, there is a continuity between the United States. It is the same country. And the reason it's the same country is because it's not the Articles of Confederation weren't the thing that defined the United States. Just like the Constitution does not define the United States. The United States would continue as the American would continue as an identity, even if we had a new legal document undergirding, to replace the Constitution. And that's because our identity is founded actually in, if we have a document that founds our identity, it's the Declaration of Independence. So as long as that particular ideal persists through, the American identity has its foundation in the same ideals as, the American Revolution. You get what I'm saying.
Lend your voice to what it must defend.
Lend your voice to what it must defend, because truth don't bend like a passing trend. Which, yeah, you know what? Fair enough. That's the perfect person to put in this particular, segment is Kirsha, right? Because that's what she's been doing for quite a while. She was leading on that bridge shit, to be perfectly honest. If ever I have questions on bridge, I go to Kirsha. And to be fair, she did release a massive bridge document, which I'm gonna have to sadly get through. Oh my god, that's gonna be it's gonna be an awful time. So lend your voice to what it must defend. So again, speak up, don't remain silent, right? Don't be one of these people where after everything goes to shit, you end up thinking back on like what you could have done to stop, to at least help and stop and try and stop it, right? Don't be one of these people who, for example, after the Russian Revolution, look back and think, I could have done more to stop it, right? Even if I couldn't have stopped it myself, I could have done more to at least help minimize the damage, right? To help, yeah. Because you can still do something, right? Even if it's getting involved in your local politics. Let's see. Or if it's even as small as participating in the cultural production, which we need, because the right seems to be very allergic to cultural production for some reason. They just want to give it to the communists, and that's how the communists got their power in the first place, as it is now. So lend your voice to what it must defend, because truth don't bend like a passing trend. And yeah, yeah, the truth is going to remain true. Reality is going to remain real, whether or not, regardless of any passing trend. And yeah, like all of these ideologies are themselves passing trends. They will eventually be sublated by some new idea in the dialectical process.
Truth don't bend like a passing trend. Some type of way you feel. I appeal with the real. Spiel's been stamped by the common seal.
Okay. I kind of beat the, I beat the song to its own. Oh my god, he's wearing a Burger King crown. I didn't notice that. Okay, that's fair. So, some type of way you feel. Okay, this seems to be a direct continuation of the previous segment. Okay. These are really beautiful shots, by the way. So, truth don't bend like a passing trend. Some type of way you feel. I appeal with the real. Spiel's been stamped by the common seal. What is this? Like, give your spiel, I think. But, hold on. Have I been saying that word wrong the entire time? Am I actually retarded? Hold on. Let me check something. Okay. Luckily, I have the dictionary open now. Okay. Let's check this out. Oh, it's a German word. Interesting. Oh, interesting. There's a musical meaning to it, but there's also just the idea of like a extravagant speech or argument or performance intended to persuade. Interesting. Okay, so that makes sense. Some type of way you feel. So let's see. I appeal with the real spiel's been stamped by the common seal. The common seal, fair enough. Get sealed quite, oh my god. But yeah, the real spiel, so the real performance, the real game, been stamped by the common seal. I don't know what the common seal is.
You feel, I appeal with the real. Spiel's been stamped by the common seal.
Okay, so the way that it's said too is also slightly different, because like the speech and the text here are in a slight mismatch. There's a break between real and spiel.
By the common seal.
Let's go back here.
Spiel's been stamped by the
okay, this is not working for me.
Appeal with the real. Spiel's been.
Yeah, like there, it's like the real, and then it almost sounds like there is a, like again, a break in the clause, but that's not in the text. So, I appeal with the real. Let's assume there's a comma here, right? Spiel's been stamped by the common seal. I don't think that there should be a comma here, because if he intended a comma there, he would put a comma there, and I'm pretty sure he actually writes his own music. Oh yeah, there's a torii gate behind her. I actually forgot. Like it's a sign in Shinto, right? Like the border between the sacred and the profane. Interesting. I appeal with the real, obviously with the truth, right? Spiel's been stamped by the common seal. So it's like, I guess the common folk, right? The common man have really given their seal of approval because they speak the real, is what I'm getting from this line, right? Because the performance, even though this is a performance, even though everyone is giving a kayfabe, right? Obviously, Smug-Alana, like her identity here is a kayfabe. It's like a professional wrestler. It's real to me, damn it! Right? Everyone remembers that line. There's still an authenticity behind it. Again, I appeal with the real. That is the authenticity we're talking about, right? and because of that, we get the approval of the actual regular people, the people who actually live in the real.
Stamped by the common seal, no fox given. It's not a hard decision. Ring ding ding, what does the fox say? Munya business foxu, don't play. Simple symbiosis, yeah, you know the way.
That's another great line. Munya. That's what the Korsha says, right? The Korsha does not say yip. It says munya, right? Anyone who knows Kirsha knows that particular sound. But yeah, munya business. Yeah, I mean, mind your fucking business, right? Foxu don't play. Again, they don't really partake in these stupid high school mean girl games. Like, again, certain other people, like, again, there's another Fox girl that does, you know, like, again, Silvervale, you know, with Shy Lily and Bao and, you know, Nanoless with all these stupid games. No. They're generally to the point, and they're genuinely like they're here to do a particular thing, and they don't really want to fuck around with all this mindless woke cancel culture bullshit. To be perfectly honest, so we all appreciate that. Simple symbiosis, yeah, you know the way.
Fuzzy tail a day keeps the cray at bay. Quang-a-lang like bro, but they're all no show.
Okay, so I like this particular variation on the lyric. Fuzzy tail a day keeps the cray at bay. Yeah, fair enough. It's a riff on an apple a day keeps the doctor away, right? And a lot of these girls stream a lot. Like, they're yappers. They stream for a long time, which makes me a little bit worried about their health sometimes. But yeah, Fuzzy tail a day, the fox, keeps the cray at bay. Because, again, even when they're not talking politics, because not all of them talk politics. Smugalana, for example, she does sometimes talk cultural commentary, but she's not really a cultural commentary channel. She is still more of an entertainment streamer. And again, as I keep telling people, raw entertainment is really important, because that allows a pressure valve for after a long day's work, whether it is you're working a hard job, right, and you got to go back home to family, or, you know, you have the or you have the, like, just even if you're preparing for work, like you're studying for a job, right? So you're going to college for an actual, hopefully, the usable fucking, you know, degree field, assuming that your degree hasn't been devalued by all these games that colleges play at this point, which it probably has been. If you're actually, like, working for something, right? You need something to help you decompress over a long day's work. Something to help you, like, again, take your mind off things, or even if you just had a rough day, right? Let's just say something bad has happened to you, right? Or someone that you know, and you just need some ability to decompress. Raw entertainment is really important because it allows that ability to decompress, to actually, in a sense, I hate to use this phrase, but, you know, to turn your brain off, to just enjoy being. Right, that's actually the function of raw entertainment, is to allow you to just enjoy simply being. And the Gramscian wants to take that away from you and propagandize everything because they hate you, genuinely speaking, because they want you to have no escape, to make you demoralized, to make you feel helpless and powerless. That is the entire point of taking away raw entertainment. And that's why there's, again, a lot of people who go after some of these people. Like, remember when Tomoe was being attacked for being a raw entertainment streamer, despite being a horse girl in the army. She actually is in the army, by the way, yeah, or at least in the U.S. military. And that fucking French rat, you know, that Canadian French rat popped up, and it was like, oh yeah, by the way, you haven't said anything about ICE, so you're literally Hitler. They do that kind of shit to raw entertainment channels because they can't stand it. Because if there is raw entertainment channels, people will go to them instead of their propaganda, which removes their ability to demoralize the American people. Support your entertainment streamers, damn it. Support the people who are actually making raw entertainment content. So anyway, and actually, if you have the opportunity to make entertainment content, make that. But again, it serves a real, genuine, important function in society. So yeah, fuzzy tail a day keeps the cray at bay. Really, that's really all there is to it, to be perfectly honest.
Shake those tails in the air like a fox, don't care. Loud and proud and going nowhere. Just when you feel you're falling behind, what the fox unlocks is a fabulous taste what's real in life. If the truth cuts deep, that's the price of the knife. Stand tall.
That's an interesting sequence here. Like, obviously, shake those tails in the air like the fox don't care. We all like to see the tails moving around, let's be fair. The tail moving around is just really nice. It's just a really nice aesthetic, right? But in this case, shake the tails in the air like the fox don't care. In this case, obviously, they have the dancing motif here. Because, shake them hips, right? That's the whole point of dancing, right? Is to show off your physical fitness and like what you got, right?
In the air like a fox don't care.
And in this case, it's like wave your hands in the air like you just don't care. And that took me a while. My brain was trying to like dredge that up from somewhere. I could not fucking like remember where it was. It was coming from somewhere. I just couldn't get it. So
loud and proud and going nowhere. Just when you feel you're falling behind.
So loud and proud and going nowhere. Okay, this one's not ringing as much of a bell. I mean, yeah, fair enough. You don't really have to be going anywhere. Like you're tuning in to have a good time, right? You're not necessarily going anywhere when you're like watching these streams, and that's kind of the point, is you can't always be moving. You have to be able to sit down and rest. Like, again, back in the day, we had even during the tribal times, people would sit down and kind of just do nothing for extended periods of time other than just this. They would sing the songs, they would do performances, but these don't actually accomplish anything practical, right? Except for entertainment for the most part. I mean, yeah, sure, there's a instructive and pedagogical aspect to this, but you don't always have to be moving somewhere. It is okay to just sit down and go nowhere for a period of time.
What the fox unlocks is a fabulous find. Taste or just taste what's real in life.
And yeah, it's like what the fox unlocks is a fabulous find, based or just faced what's real in life. Yeah, again, the quotation marks there are doing a lot of work here. It's based. Then you have the M dash, which, by the way, human beings actually can learn how to use if you're not lazy, or just faced with, because that's what it is. Based just means oftentimes you just faced what's real in life, and therefore you actually aren't as vulnerable to the ideological subversion because it's like you've experienced the counterpoint, right? So what the fox unlocks is a fabulous fight. And also all of these are like, every single person we've talked about here is also a React chat streamer. So they don't just play video games, but they also react to things. And yeah, there are times where it's like just fucking absolute gem is found because of the chat and someone suggesting something to watch, and then it turns out to be absolutely, again, absolutely a fabulous find.
If the truth cuts deep, that's the price of the knife.
And that's actually a really good line too. I actually really like this. Obviously, like, the truth cuts deep is an old saying, right? There's not a lot I need to comment on that, right? So it's like it's the truth pierces through the armor, through the defense, right? It cuts deep. But yeah, that is kind of just the price of the knife, is the knife cuts both ways, right? But also, whoever wields the knife, whoever wields truth, is going to be the one who does the deep cuts.
And tall, grind sharp, full pie and spine, no hurt in the fall, bright side, clear mind.
This is an interesting one. Stand tall, grind sharp. Because obviously you keep a knife sharp by, grinding it against a whetstone or against like a knife sharpener, but that's, grinding. And yeah, streaming, especially to the, to the success that these girls do, takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of streaming. Like, these people stream for a long time. Like, I could not imagine streaming the amount of time that Kirsha does. Oh my god, can she yap, right? And the same thing with Smugglana. It's like, calm down, right? Right? Oh my goodness. Let's see, vulpine spined. Again, that's actually a really nice way to refer to the tail, because like vulpine, it refers to the fox, right? Because the genus name for the fox is vulpus, just like it's canis for dog, felis for cat. So vulpine spined, because the tail is part of the spine. No herd in the fog, bright sight, clear mind. So there's no fog of war. Everything's actually really clear. Again, bright sight, clear mind. there's a clear delineation of things in these communities because they don't play these games, right? There is no ambiguous fog of the ideological veil trying to trip you up all the time, trying to trying to destroy you. Rather, these communities, they take a much greater value in just being clear, saying what you want to say, and just being honest. Again, bright sight, clear mind. Oh my god. It's the Silver Surfer. The Herald of the Silver Surfer, right? I mean, I know it's not really the Silver Surfer, but still, it's like, that's actually a really nice tattoo. It's a really nice sleeve tattoo. Yeah, right there. He's got the powered by the power cosmic, right? the Silver Surfer or the Black Racer, right? I know the Black Racer is DC. Don't get on me about that. And again, this is exactly what I've been saying for the lyrics for quite a while now. It's like, again, keep it real and never fibbing. I don't know what ring ding ding means. That has to be a meme I'm just not familiar with. But oh, excuse me, I had to burp. But yeah, keep it real, never fibbing. Again, authenticity. That's the reason why people watch you.
Say, little man hungry, run and stream today. Symbiosis, yeah, you know the way.
Again, that's a Silas reference right there. Again, little man hungry, running stream today. Yeah, some of those streams get derailed by the little man, but I don't know of a single person who actually doesn't appreciate it, to be perfectly honest, right? Like, what Silas makes is good in and of itself, but I think everyone just kind of like, aw, the little man's hungry, right? It's kind of, right? It's like, yeah, we could take the detour, right?
Serving every day the media fillet. Quang-a-lang like bro.
Interesting. So, serving every day the media fillet, quang-a-lang like bro. Again, a lot of these girls, even though they're not necessarily aiming to be political or cultural commentary people, just there's an issue with trying to stream, like make your profession off of streaming, which is that there's only so much you can do, right? Eventually, as a streamer, you kind of have to do video games and react channel stuff, right? Because there's just, if you're streaming for 8 hours a day, like it's a full-time job, right? You're gonna run out of original content really fast, so that you have to do secondary content, right? Derivative content, play games, react to stuff, commentary. So yeah, serving every day the media fillet. Yeah, that's another cut actually reference, because a fillet, like a fish fillet, is a kind of cut. So it's like a serving, right? So it's like instead of a fish fillet, it's a media fillet. It's like not the whole thing, but it's like slices of that thing. Interesting.
But they're on no show. Though half damn yachts make you stop right.
I do like that, like electric. I do like the circuitry pattern design.
Got a gift for the grift.
So got a gift for the grift. Got a gift for the grift. Love the subs and the lift. Roland Ree. Oh my god. Sheeple stacking dough slow.
Love the subs and the lift. Rolling Ree. Sheeple stacking dough slow like.
Oh my god. So got a gift for the grift. Love the subs and the lift. So I don't know what the lift personally refers to, but the subs obviously refer to, like, again, subscriber counts, right? Not necessarily subscriber counts per se, but also, like, especially if you're on Twitch, you can do gift subs. So it's like you can give to the streamer by giving people free subs. So like you pay for their subs. So, and yeah, I mean, everyone loves to see the subscriber number go up, right? Whether or not that corresponds to your interaction numbers going up is a different thing, because we have a thing called ghost subs. Ghost subs are people who subscribe but don't actually interact with the content in any meaningful way, including in views. Anyway, and the lift, again, especially like with channels like Skybrows, oftentimes you see like these channels will end up lifting each other up, because it turns out that streaming is one of those areas where cooperation is actually more advantageous than direct competition. Because when you directly collaborate, then you have more things you can do to please the audience, right? Rolling re, the re being the classic scream of the SJW snowflake, re, which I want to know where that sound came from. I'm not entirely sure. Sheeple stacking dough, sheeple stacking dough slow. I mean, sheeple is obviously an insult to like the NPC. Stacking dough slow. Dough refers to money in this case. Like prim and proper Pippa, script out of control. Scripts out of control. Interesting. I don't know. Prim is capitalized for some reason. I don't know. Are they talking about Rin Primrose? Because I remember that she was very passive. She was very roundabout, but not in a oblique way. It was very obvious who she was talking about, but like talking about like, oh yeah, I can't work with this company because they support Kirsche. And I was like, well, I hate to tell you this, lady, but they didn't really need your work. They didn't really need your backing anyway. You make fuck all money for them, right? And prim and proper Pippa, scripts out of control.
Control, it's vertically divided, that's fine. Redefine, using your mind doesn't make you unkind. Slip the high from the edge and back from the ledge. Canceled cancellation, now we're flying full-fledged. No fox.
That's actually, again, another really interesting sequence.
People stacking those slow like
Prim and proper Pippa, scripts out of control, it's vertically divided.
Scripts out of control, it's vertically divided. That's fine, redefine.
That's fine, redefine. Using your mind doesn't make you unkind.
Using your mind doesn't make you unkind. Again, this is the thing that we saw. This is the thing we saw in the Amelia and Amelia's video, where it's again we were trapped in the polite supremacy, right? Like politeness takes precedent over speaking the truth, even when speaking the truth will like hurt in the short term, but prevent longer term damage, and you know that is significantly worse. So yeah, using your mind doesn't make you unkind. It's like this is about discernment, obviously, right? About discerning your judgments about people and things. So yeah. That's fair. But also I find it really funny that like in this case now, again, this is obviously a hark back to Crybrows. That's what it was, to Crybrows, where Pippa was depicted as beating the ever-loving sin out of Skybrows, and Skybrows slapped back with "It's okay to be gay" and just like a hug. And it's like, okay, that's fair enough. But Hassan doesn't play that kind of game, so it's like, yeah, no, this is just the kind of person who just needs to be clowned on and dunked on. So.
Control, it's vertically divided, that's fine.
It's vertically divided, so obviously that is a issue of like, what does it mean it's vertically divided? When I hear vertically divided, I get like a hierarchy, like class hierarchy, I get an automatic like hierarchy implication there, but I might also be reading into that too much. There's also obviously like vertically divided in like the chain of being, but I don't think that that's what we're talking about here, right? That's fine. Redefine. Let's see.
Fine. Using your mind doesn't make you unkind.
So yeah, there is a tool of again. Sometimes you have to redefine to get back to the real, right? Especially when someone is working under false definitions, you have to redefine the words in the other person's head. That way they can move away from the false definition into the true definition and actually interface with the reality. So there's another thing. Using your mind doesn't make you unkind. Calling out, for example, that like, again, saying it's impossible to be racist against white people is a completely ad hoc like definition designed to justify racism against white people. That doesn't make you unkind. It just means that you're being honest. And it means that you are not falling for the bait, and that not falling for the lie doesn't make you unkind.
The high from the edge and back from the ledge. Canceled cancellation. Now we're flying full fledged.
Okay. slipped the hive from the edge and back from the ledge. Obviously, like, the ledge is, like, again, the point of no return. Same thing with the edge. And funny enough, I only just now realized that ledge and edge are kangaroo words. That's fucking That's fucking cheating. But I respect I respect I respect it. Oh my god. There's a point at which cheating itself takes some degree of skill. Let's see. Slipped the hive, and here I'm pretty sure we mean like the hive mind, like again, like the whole, you're not thinking for yourself, the collective is thinking for you. So slipped the hive from the edge and back from the ledge. So we've escaped the hive, or we've dodged the hive mind, and we're, you know, avoiding going past the point of no return.
Hive from the edge and back from the ledge. Cancelled cancellation.
Canceled cancellation. Now we're flying full-fledged. Again, cancel culture is a means of control. It's a means of crab mentality. It's a means of keeping you down so that you can't surpass other people. That's what the tool cancellation really is. And so, yeah, canceled cancellation. Now we're flying full-fledged. The idea here being, like, again, we're gonna try and destroy cancel culture itself. That way, it can never be used as a tool again, so that people can actually, like, reach up as high as they can, get as close to the stars as they can. What's that whole Mike Tyson quote? You know, reach for the stars, and if you don't make it, maybe you'll catch a handful of cloud on, you know, on your way, right? I don't remember what the exact quote is, but that kind of thing. Cancellation itself has been an economic tool of the left for the most part. The right sometimes uses it, but it's mostly the tool of the left to destroy good businesses and good people. And so, yes, the weapon itself must be destroyed, like the ring of, like the ring in Mountain Doom, right? That way we can all be free of this shit, and we can all actually find the success that we would have had if the cancel culture bullshit didn't exist.
Now we're flying full-fledged. No fox given. You know we got the golden ribbon. Ring, ding, ding. What does the fox say? Lines are all nines. Sit and watch me slay.
The lines are all nines. Sit and watch. Basically. Again, the golden ribbon, lines are all nines. This shit is, like, it spits pure gold. Fucking, like, to quote the Ohio Birdman learning how to prompt song, right? Basically, right? Sit and watch me slay. Again, these are performers, right? They are here to entertain you. Sit and watch me slay, right? That's this is the Fox girls themselves saying, I'm here to entertain. Sit back and have some fun, right? Like, escape the world of the gay, of global homo, of fucking global communism, of the fucking of like the fake ass pseudo right wing people like Nick Fuentes, like, and Candace Owens. Escape all the fakers, all of these lies and illusions. Just sit down for a moment, allow yourself to decompress, and watch some cute fox girl, you know, do some stupid shit, right? Just, it is literally that funny. Watch them slay.
Simple symbiosis, yeah, you know the way. Fuzzy till a day sweeps decay away.
Okay, we have another line variation. Fuzzy tail a day sweeps decay away. Again, as I said, the Gramscian project is to accelerate entropy by seizing the means of cultural production and destroying raw entertainment. So yeah, Fuzzy tail a day unironically does actually help to sweep decay away.
But they're all no show, though half them yaps make you stop like.
So I do find it funny, and I'm actually curious as to why, but oh my god, what the fuck are these dance poses? I'm curious as to why it's like, I mean, because it's pretty obvious why Kirsha, Smugalana, and Mizuki-chan are all paired together, are all like made into like a triplet group, right? I'm curious as to why Nines, Lifufu, and Kitsunero are a triplet here. Because I don't really watch as much Kitsunero as I do Smugalana. I've watched enough Kitsunero to see, oh yeah, some of what she does. I don't think I've watched any Lifufu for the most part, except for maybe her reaction to Skyebrows or gonna be one of those two. And I've not seen a single Nines video yet. I've only seen Nines, again, realize that that Luddites are all fake and gay on Twitter in real time, right? Unironically. But I have watched enough Kitsune to see that, yeah, she generally does the same thing Rosie Belmu does, except some of her takes are a little retarded. Yeah, I've definitely heard some commentary, some things that Kitsune has said where I'm like, I could fucking run circles around this position for like literally hours, but that's also because it's my autistic hyperfixation. It's a dangerous thing to be wrong about, and it kind of bothers me, but at the same time, she's not maliciously wrong, she's just misinformed kind of deal. So I'm curious as to why these three are paired together, because I only know the content of one of them. I don't really know the content of the other two, so I should probably watch them. I see that we have a striking lack of cat girls in this video, right? Oh my god, have I already extended this video to this degree? Holy shit. Okay, fair enough. You know what, fuck it. We're gonna go one more listen through to see if there's anything we missed that I might be able to notice. I do like the geometry in the dreamlike geometry in a lot of this stuff, though. Just the unfolding of the background here, for example. Yeah. I have no idea what I'm looking at here, but at the same time, it's almost like they're kind of moving. It's like, you ever see those those old videos with like cameras where they would move through like a fictional city, and it would be like a distorted lens. It kind of gives me that vibe in the background. So they're almost like dancing on stage with a video playing in the background. I do like that. I do like this. This is a fucking great shot. There's a reason this was the actual there's a reason this was the actual what would you say, fuck, it's off. Yeah, I'm not getting it off the top of my head. Oh yeah, the thumbnail. Yeah. Why you gotta do this to us? Why you gotta make Kaya into a furry? Right? Why you gotta make Kaya into a furry? This is beyond the pale. The furries get a win, apparently.
And I bring the papaya, racking up schmeats like a furry messiah. Slide your pride aside, my mission. Base departments and beloved.
I'm starting to notice that there is a very stark difference between the backgrounds these girls are associated with.
Proposition, nonsense without contextual, a flaming paradox, a spectacle, like intellectual over sexual, but we wanna keep it respectable. No fox given, I lit the flame I was given.
Is Lifufu got a thing with knives? Is that like a thing that like is in the lore? I genuinely don't know.
Ding ding, what does the fox say? Truth, yip yap, nothing fake. Given, ring ding ding, what does the fox say?
Yeah, 9 seems to have a association with metallic, oftentimes reflective backgrounds. I mean, this one kind of looks like it's a background made of bronze, to be perfectly honest. But like these large metallic structures in the background.
Truth, yip yap, nothing fake.
I mean, Jayla is an alien, so yeah, it kind of makes sense that like they would be placed in a alien world with an alien sky.
Simple symbiosis, yeah, you know.
These three were in the Redarked video, so we saw Mizuki earlier around this the clouds, in a bunch of, like in the sky, surrounded by clouds, and that's because again all three of them were in the Redarked. Kirsha seems to be associated with the cream food landscape, which again because she was in, I mean all three of them were in Cream of the Slop as well. And right here, this girl, I don't know who she is. Great model. She has heterochromia, which had to have been a pain in the ass to make, to be perfectly honest. Hers is associated with some kind of like, what to say, either purplish background, maybe blue, with these almost like what would you call it? Decals in the background on like the wall and the floor. I mean, obviously they're geometric. They give me a little bit of like the French leaf style, etchings, but I don't know what the actual name of that kind of style is. So I'm having a hard time explaining it because I have a visual image in my head, but not the appropriate words to describe it because I didn't exactly take, carving or, architecture courses. So fuck if I know, right?
From your Kitsune.
Oh, that's cool. You got a bunch of you got the magic circle again. It seems to be a consistent theme here, where she later ascends into the light, the sun. Whereas here we see, like, again, her head is framed in such a way that the light is passing from behind it, slightly above towards us, and the magic circle behind her, which has the triangles on pointing outwards, almost like this, like rays of the sun, is framed almost like a halo around her. But it still was that same substantial, like here it's light, right? But look at the material composition of the etchings behind her and below her. It's the same material. So yeah, they're not just exposed, they're destroyed by even like being near the fucking shots that Leaflet makes. And again, here we have the metallic background with the reflective surfaces. And there's also obviously the surfing motif. I don't know what the surfing motif is about, to be perfectly honest. Maybe he just watched Lilo and Stitch before this happened, right? I don't know. Oh wait, Ride the Wave. That might be it. This literally, it's Ride the Wave as a visual pun.
Now they're coming for my jugular, 'cause I'm just a little jugular.
I mean, to be fair, Powder does pick a lot of fights. Like, she does actively pick those fights, and I love her for it, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, she definitely leaned heavy into the chud aspect of like, I am literally the James Lindsay of VTubers, and I'm still not on the chud list. What the fuck, right?
Purity spiral diced into division. No cap cuts a clean incision.
Oh, so okay. No cap. Okay, yeah, you know what? These are supposed to be video reels.
Snowflakey tears for a living. You know it's no fox given. Can't help but speak with precision.
Again, we have Kirsha with the cream of the slop background, and obviously we had Smuggle on it in her ice form when they're talking about the snowflakes for very obvious visual reasons.
'Cause the derision keeps me.
And actually, hold on, I just noticed this. Look at the cream around her finger. I actually really like this because it's almost as if she's holding a cigarette in between her fingers. It's like a trail of smoke that traces the path of her hand.
But speak with precision, 'cause the derision keeps me driven.
And then she uses it to obscure her eyes. That's actually a really interesting thing there.
No more shame, nothing hidden. Ring ding ding.
This one wasn't in the cream of the slop, I don't think. Maybe she was. I just don't remember seeing this one per se.
What does the fox say? Oh my god, spicy take. Okay.
And yeah, everyone's back in the cream of the slop.
Simple symbiosis, yeah, you know the way. They get more baby.
Again, I don't know what the association is here, but this one definitely has the metallic reflective background. Is this because Nines is getting into AI art herself? That actually might be an interesting thing.
Each passing day, quang-a-lang like bro, but they're all no show.
The two different paths of AI, Zuckerberg and Super-Musk.
Quang-a-lang like bro.
Again, a very malevolent view of human life right here, usable as like interchangeable instruments in a historical process that can be destroyed at the whim of history. Versus, again, man is something to climb higher and higher through the power of his reason and his intellect, expressed through technology.
They're all no show.
Become a literal Superman, right?
Though half them yaps make you stop like.
Again, we have the ascending imagery here.
It's not who you are, but what you do. All that really matters is that you heard the fox. The shoe fits and girl spits your much weaker when they're split in two.
Let me go back here for a moment.
Spits your way counting you. The people are much weaker when.
What are these? I'm not entirely sure what it is I'm looking at the sides. But that just might be me not drawing a... because, like, obviously it's the American flag spiraling in on itself in the background. But I'm not entirely sure what the spiral, like, in front of the flag is, to be perfectly honest.
They're split in two.
Lend your voice to what it must defend, cause truth don't bend like a passing trend. Some type of way you feel, I appeal with the real spiels.
Yeah, fair enough.
Stamped by the common seal. No fox given. It's not a hard decision. Ring ding ding, what does the fox say?
Oh, that's a lovely background.
Your business fox who don't play. Simple symbiosis, yeah, you know the way. Fuzzy tail a day keeps the cray at bay. Quang-a-lang like bro, but they're all no show. Though half them yaps make you stop like whoa. Shake those tails in the air like a fox don't care. Loud and proud and going nowhere. Just when you feel you're falling behind, what the fox unlocks is a fabulous find. Taste or just taste what's...
Does Kitsune like pineapple on pizza? I mean, I'm getting that as like the implication here. And again, we have the whole metal reflective background.
Real in life, if the truth cuts deep, that's the price of the knife. Stand tall, grind sharp, full pie and spine. No hurt in the fog, bright side, clear mind.
Actually, hold on. I really like this sequence here.
Full pie and spine, no hurt
It seems two-dimensional at first until you actually take a look around it.
in the fog, bright
And you see there's depth within the image.
side.
In fact, there's an impossible degree of depth in the image. Like right there, see? I think that actually might be the intention here, right? When you take something at like its initial face value, this is actually almost like Plato's allegory of the cave, right? Actually, funny enough, because like in the allegory of the cave, the unenlightened man is like he's strapped to the wall, right? He's a prisoner in a dungeon. It's all he's ever known, and he is locked in a contraption that keeps him looking forward. So all he can see are shadows dance on the what would you call it, on the wall, right? So that's all he knows. All he knows of anything is the shadows dancing on the wall. But when he becomes unchained and he can see the wizards actually moving the shadow puppets, he can see what it is that he's been seeing his whole life in more detail. And when he eventually gets out of the cave, he could see that which was never available to him at all. And I'm getting this exact thing. So like here we have a fixed frame, and this is what we see.
No hurt in the fog.
And here we are unchained, and we move closer to see what it is that we're looking at.
Bright side,
We see that it's not flat, it's actually, there's depth in here.
clear.
And then again, when we escape the cave, we can see there is an impossible depth in here that wouldn't be possible from what we saw prior. And so now you can see it even here from a different angle. That's actually that's actually clever. Based on how you look at a thing tells you what exactly you see of that thing, right? So
No hurt in the fog, bright side, clear.
I do like that thing where there's like, again, there's more depth in that slice than there is that you could see from the outside at certain angles. The war between the Zuckerberg and Super-Musk and Sam Altman and his Ghibli horde, right? Who will win the AI conflict? Well, I'm gonna be honest. I would much prefer Elon Musk win that, because at least at least he seems to be a pro-human transhuman, right? He doesn't want to. He doesn't actually want to make something that would obliterate human beings, but rather something to help unlock the hidden potential of man. Hence, for example, he's been funding research into giving speech back to ASL patients. No, not ALS patients, not ASL, ALS patients. So yeah, I don't really care about like people being like, oh yeah, I don't really trust the guy because of his transhumanism. Like, yeah, that's fair, but he's also trying to give, again, like lost human capacities back to people with medical with actual medical problems, right? He's trying to give like motion to the motionless and like voice to the voiceless, and like I'm pretty sure at some point he's probably working on sight to the blind, to be perfectly honest, because these are all things you could do with technology, so long as you can understand how to interface a computer with a brain. And these are all useful technologies. Just pointing that out there.
We run and stream today. Simple symbiosis, yeah, you know the way. Serve it every day, the media fillet. Quang-a-lang like bro, but they're on no show. Though half them yaps make you stop like.
He's locked in. I don't know if this is a VTuber or if this is another Electro reference, but I think it might be a Electro reference. I do like that that style change here. From this very much line-drawn style. And then you can just see the natural transition from line here to just immediately, almost imperceptibly fast, to a 3D style.
Love the subs and the lift. Rolling sheeple, stacking those slow like
and you know what? To be fair, love the subs and the lift could also be an issue of, like, again, that's what Skybrows likes to do. He likes to, he obviously, like, he's going for subs, right? Because he wants more people to view his work. But he also is doing this for the lift, to lift other people up, you know, for, the, again, this cultural project of this anti-Gramscian effort. Pippa's locked in, too. But, yeah. So I think that might also be the thing, too, is, like, love the subs and the lift. Like, again, love to see other people lifted up through the exposure, which creates new subs.
Roll, it's vertically divided, that's fine. Redefine, using your mind doesn't make you unkind. Slip the high from the edge and back from the ledge. Canceled cancellation, now we're flying full fledged.
I'm curious as to what this particular tube represents, though. I do get this, like,
Scripts out of control.
this thing kind of reminds me of like one episode in Oban's Star Racers, but it's obviously not that.
Oh, it's vertically divided, that's fine. Redefine, using your mind doesn't make you unkind. Slip the high from the edge and back from the ledge. Canceled cancellation, now we're flying full fledged. No fox given, you know we got the golden ribbon.
Wait, hold on. I just noticed that. Did she pull a Ginyu Force pose?
Now we're flying full fledged. No fox given.
Oh my god, she does. She pulls a fucking Ginyu Force style tokusatsu hero pose. That's actually really funny. And then fucking Hassan explodes like one of the ghosts in panty and stocking, right?
You know we got the golden ribbon. Ring, ding, ding, what does the fox say? Lines are all nines. Sit and watch me slay. Simple symbiosis, yeah, you know the way.
Wait, hold on. Did she do an L? Oh, you know what? Almost. It's almost fucking L for like loser, right? Right? It's like go.
Fuzzy killer day sweeps decay away. Quang-a-lang like bro, but they're on no show. Though half them yaps make you stop like.
And again, there's that perspective shift here from the super flat at an angle, highly choreographed to that strip. And then we go closer, and one of the girls comes at us faster than the rest of it to show that there's depth in there that you couldn't see from the previous vantage point. And then we end up going into the frame itself to capture the same image, but from a completely and radically different vantage point that was impossible from the previous assumptions beforehand. Again, this almost reads as like a concretization of like stepping out of your own like a worldview to then look at something from someone else's perspective. So you see something as, again, mostly empty, into something that's filled with vibrance and substance. Actually, hold on. There's another thing there too. Oh, there's almost an eye there too. You can see like the upper and the lower lid, and then like the crease between the upper and lower lid, with the circle in the background being the iris looking at the woman in the center, and if not her, possibly through her into you. It's actually really clever. Yeah, because then you can see the swirling pattern there almost forms an iris as well. And then you got the little tear duct on the left hand side, where the two arcs conjoin together. It's actually really cool. And you know what? You can see it there. The eye itself somewhat closes, like the lower lid begins to contract a little. I'm not entirely sure what these are, but they kind of remind me of like certain plants in the background. Obviously, like an LSD style DMT thing, right? So much fruit in the background. And then it looks like Lifufu and Kitsune join Nines where she is. Because again, well, I mean, you have in the back... Oh, wait, actually, it's all three of them. Because there's the metallic reflective background, but you can also see that background is composed of knives, and that little frame in the background is filled with fruits and pizza, or specifically pineapples and pizza. So yeah, they all three meet together. I don't know what the joining theme is behind these three though. Interesting. So there is my initial reaction to No Fox Given by Skybrows. I love the song. It's a great song. I probably missed a lot in this, to be perfectly honest, but this is probably already a long enough video. These tend to be pretty long when they come especially to Skybrows videos because there's so fucking much packed into them, right? But that being said, I kind of had to make this video significantly earlier than I normally would, because it turns out I'm almost certain that people are going to be talking about this in the Skybrows community, and I kind of just want to be able to talk about it and not have to worry about spoilers or anything like that. Because normally I wouldn't worry about spoilers, but considering this is a reaction video, right, it would probably be most fitting if I wasn't spoiled to the contents of the video, right? Normally speaking, I don't really give a shit, because it's like I've watched several anime that people spoiled the ending to me of, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll still watch it, I'll still enjoy it, it doesn't really bother me. But it's like this is a reaction video, right? I mean, presumably people want to see a first time reaction, or at least that's what I would assume. So yeah, this definitely does continue on the techno optimism, right? The techno optimism and techno romanticism of the previous videos that I've been talking about. It is, I would say it's the same thing. It is a very human, pro-human work that is being created by AI artists, whereas a lot of artists I know who are human beings make a lot of intrinsically anti-human works, because you got to remember that art is a depiction of is a concretization of a metaphysic, right? A view of man in his life. And so you got to ask the question, what kind of metaphysic is being concretized by the art that I'm looking at, right? By the art I'm engaging with. Is it one that it affirms man in his life as an individual who owns himself, as a rational animal whose happiness is achievable in the universe, based on reason and freedom of will? Or is it one that sees human beings as, for example, fundamentally tragic, or fundamentally irrational, or fundamentally just a reducible to a collective, right? Or reducible to the sum of his parts, right? I think if you look at the works of Skybrows, and in this case here, if you look at what they actually, the lyrics say and what the visuals imply, because it's a music video, right? The song stands on its own, the lyrics stand on their own, and the visuals stand on their own, but they also create a cohesive whole. And when you look at them, you find that consistently Skybrows has a very benevolent view of human life, which is why he is actually one of my favorite artists now. I don't really give a shit if you don't think AI art is art. Skybrows is my favorite artist currently at the moment, because my god, man, this shit is some of the most positive, again, some of the most genuinely benevolent views of man, his life, and his relationship to technology, right? After all, Luddites are all fake and gay. I'm gonna keep saying that every time I react to a Skybrows video. So yeah, that is my reaction. That's my evaluation. I would, y'all have a lovely day, and I am gonna go get myself something to eat because I recorded this first thing in the morning.